Riddle and Randy Orton became the new WWE Raw Tag Team Champions, and after the match, oh boy, Randy said the F word. Riddle, I have fungus. Friend. But yes, Riddle, Randy Orton and his fungus are going to WrestleMania as Raw Tag Team Champions, but also, we're going to get a Kevin Owens show with Stone Cold Steve Austin, probably. And it's a weird situation because the rumors said we are going to get a match. Now obviously I don't know the situation, but it still doesn't necessarily mean that we won't get a match. Kevin Owens invited Stone Cold Steve Austin to a Kevin Owens show, but Stone Cold Steve Austin could respond with an invitation to a match. All of that is possible. Now we obviously don't know what's going to happen. Maybe Stone Cold Steve Austin just doesn't want to wrestle. Basically he just rewatched Shawn Michaels' Saudi Arabia match. But welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. How are you guys doing today? Yes, WWE 2K22 just came out. Yes, I've recorded 2 videos. And yes, I'm still making a Monday Night Raw review. The commitment! Ladies and gentlemen, if this video doesn't get enough likes, your Cocoa Jumbo will shrink into a little raisin. You don't want that. But this episode kicked off with Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. They were all smiles. They talked about their opportunity, to win the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships and how happy they're going to be going to WrestleMania as Raw Tag Team Champions. Otis and Gable interrupted. Oh yeah. Then we saw Rkbro getting pumped up, and this turned into a very good Raw Tag Team Championship triple threat match. One of the best tag team matches we saw in a while in professional wrestling. This match also lasted almost 20 minutes, and honestly it was entertaining the whole time. We saw a curb stomp to Chad Gable, but Riddle was the one who took the W. So yes, Rkbro became the new WWE Raw Tag Team Champions. After the match, Randy Orton said something really wholesome. He said, I've been in the WWE for a very long time, but I've never had this much fun. And I'm gonna say the F word. People, we are entering a very dangerous territory right here. Riddle is my friend. To be fair, Randy Orton saying that Riddle is Orton's friend is kinda more shocking than Randy Orton actually saying the F word. Just a couple of beers, a live stream, and Randy Orton does his thing, it's not shocking. But Randy calling someone a friend? Now that's big. It's crazy how many title changes we got before WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar became the champion, Finn Bálor became a champion, Ricochet became a champion, Rkbro became champions. It's almost like WWE decided to press the reset button. Ladies and gentlemen, the 24/7 championship gets you women. To get women, you need the 24/7 championship. Unless you're Bobby Lashley, you don't need anything. So we saw the 24/7 championship match in which Brooke retained. But Akira Tozawa wants to smash. Okay, Reggie just smashed. And it's all because of the 24/7 championship. Well, I'm a former 24/7 champion. It didn't work out at first, but then Tamina realized, damn, he's a former 24/7 champion. People, at this point, we need to realize the 24/7 championship is powerful. I kinda like this whole Miz and Logan Paul promo. They basically talked about Cleveland, complimented Cleveland, but then took all the compliments back. It's funny how the Miz got cheered, but Logan Paul, who's also from Cleveland, got booed. I bet even his mother was booing Logan Paul in the front row. No matter what Logan Paul said, my man got booed. Then they introduced us to Jerry Lawler, who's also from Cleveland. Jerry Lawler is happy to be here, and then he says, The Miz, I'm looking at you and this WrestleMania sign. How about we have a WrestleMania right here, right now? Oh yeah, my man has a point. The Miz versus Jerry Lawler? Now that's WrestleMania. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Stone Cold Steve Austin returning. Yucky. Miz? Lawler? Now that's, I don't know, main event 5 WrestleMania straight. And then the Miz takes all the compliments back. Yeah, Cleveland is not really worthy of WrestleMania. It's not a WrestleMania city. People booed. The Miz said, you just cheered me. And then he, makes a bunch of sports references about how people from Cleveland eventually left. I think it's great. I like this. But I never understood why people take sports so personally. It seems like with some people, you can insult their mother, I sleep, but then you insult their baseball team? Real shit. So yeah, this was okay. I'm not really mad with Logan Paul being in the WWE. He's entertaining, he's getting the heat. You know, this guy is doing a great job. He might be a douchebag, but you could probably say the same thing about a lot of other WWE wrestlers. We saw Bron Breakker and Tommaso Ciampa versus Dolph Ziggler and Roode, in which Bron Breakker and Tommaso Ciampa won. I don't know about you guys, I'm just not feeling this whole NXT and Raw partnership, or whatever you want to call it. Like, Bron Breakker is the NXT champion, right? But when he's on Raw, I'm not watching NXT, by the way. I'm just talking about the feeling I get. When he's on Raw, he feels like a lower mid-carder. And the same goes with other NXT talent. Like, Ziggler, Roode are no longer important, unfortunately, when it comes to their booking. And then you see these guys feuding with NXT talent, and it just kind of devalues the whole thing. We saw Omos talking to Hornswoggle before his match against Apollo Crews, in which he obviously won, but then we saw a face-off between Omos and Commander Aziz. Sounds like a bad comedy. Omos and Aziz, two best friends traveling to Australia. Wow, that was random. Will they get laid? Edge kinda changed up his gimmick. We heard his theme song and then it just cuts off and he comes out in blue lighting and I don't know how I feel about it. It's just the beginning, I guess. This is the real him and he fell in love with himself. All of that thanks to AJ Styles. He also said your kids don't want to hear this. Mama doesn't want to hear this too, and he didn't even say anything that crazy. The delivery was okay, but so far I know he's probably gonna nail it. It's Edge. So far it's kind of hard to take it seriously because we like Edge so much. This sudden change of character is just it's gonna be hard to get used to. Kevin Owens says he found a way to be at WrestleMania. Then we saw the United States Champion Finn Bálor versus Austin Theory. I don't know how many times we already seen this match, and it's one of these matches where you know something is about to happen because none of these guys can actually lose. Of course, we saw Damian Priest, he attacked Finn Bálor, so I assume this is going to be a match at WrestleMania. I don't mind it. Austin Theory attacks Finn Bálor after the match, takes a selfie, takes some dick pics, sends it to Vince McMahon. It's crazy that I'm not necessarily excited about WrestleMania because of the stories, but because of how weird everything is. And then of course we saw Kevin Owens, who said that he's going to have a KO show at WrestleMania, and obviously he needs someone from Texas. He doesn't want JBL, he doesn't want Shawn Michaels. He makes a bunch of references about Stone Cold Steve Austin and eventually says, Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'm challenging you. Crowd cheers and that's how the show ends, which is gonna be nice. And I wouldn't be slightly disappointed if we didn't hear all the rumors about Stone Cold Steve Austin returning. Now, obviously, it's not fair. It was never confirmed. You know, it was never official. It was just a bunch of rumors. But now, knowing that information, you kind of expect a match, right? Like, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, you want to see Stone Cold Steve Austin wrestling. Obviously, I'm just selfishly talking as a fan. It all depends whether Stone Cold Steve Austin wants to wrestle or not, whether he's healthy or not, whether he believes in his own abilities to wrestle. That's all that matters. I'm just saying, you know, heard the rumors and it would be nice. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was your Monday Night Raw. And now I can't wait to show you all the WWE 2K22 stuff. Did I like the game? Ooh, that's it. Wow, that's a very serious question, and I guess that will be answered in my newest video that you will have to watch now. Thank you very much, the great one. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.